So here we have the Ford Focus on a 62 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. From the outside though, you can see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. As we approach the back of the car, you can see we have reversing sensors, plenty of boot space as well, along with that 60/40 split folding rear seat should you wish to increase this space even further. Okay, so we're just about to work our way round to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside of it from there. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left-hand side, we have the rev counter. We have the speedometer over on the right-hand side there. In the centre, at the bottom, we have the fuel gauge and coolant temperature gauge. And above that, the main trip computer, which includes the total miles of this car there, 85,370. We have the trip computer there. You can change that information using buttons on the steering wheel for various bits of trip computer and fuel economy info, as you can see. If we back out to the steering wheel, the buttons I was using a second ago are just here. We have cruise control and speed limiter beneath that. And then over on the right-hand side, the stereo and phone controls for the car. You can only use the phone controls after you pair the phone up, of course. And that is done by pressing the phone button just here and then following the instructions on screen. We're not going to pair the phone for now, of course. When it comes to music, we've got the radio. And you'll see on the screen that we've got FM. Every push of the radio button will take you through a different band. So we've got DAB as well, of course, and we've got AM up there. If you want to listen to your own music, you can do so via the CD player, which you see just there. But we've also got the ability to stream our music wirelessly via Bluetooth audio once you've paired your phone. We've got auxiliary input as well, and USB input. So loads of ways to listen to your music. The main volume for the stereo is this dial just here. We have deadlock, so you can lock and unlock the car doors from the outside. And then beneath that, we have the dual zone climate control. So you can adjust the passenger temperature, the driver temperature. You can increase and decrease the fan speed. You can determine what direction you'd like the air to be distributed in. And when you're happy with those settings, you can turn your air conditioning off or back on again. You can recirculate the air that's in the car. That's a great way of heating it up or cooling it down quickly depending on the temperature or temperatures you set just there. Below that, we can turn the parking sensors on and off. We can turn on the autonomous parking. So this car is able to park itself. Just follow the instructions on screen and it will parallel park for you. We've then also got our heated rear and front screens just there as well. If I pop the vehicle into reverse, you'll see that on top of the parking sensors, we've got a full color reversing camera with guidelines that show you what direction the car is headed in relation to the image being shown on the screen. We then have the gear lever for the fully automatic gearbox. The plus and minus button here will enable you to change up and down a gear manually should you wish to do that. And then finally, we have a 12-volt charging socket and both heated passenger and driver seats as well. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to give us a call here at Surrey Specialist Cars. We'd love to hear from you soon.